It's time to give my daughter a big girl room makeover. We moved in last year, and as you can see, I've done nothing with this space. It's kind of been an afterthought, but she's ready to move out of the crib and she's asked me for pink and lots of flowers. So here's what we're going for. The first thing I'm doing is getting the perfect pink paint color for her. So I'm trying a bunch of different samples that I got from Benjamin Moore, and honestly, I love them all. They are all so pretty. I have no idea how she's gonna choose. I got our paint samples up on the wall, but my daughter couldn't decide, and I don't blame her. I couldn't decide either. While she started to think about the color that she's gonna paint the walls, I started to install this beadboard. I had it come down at the hardware store. Installing those big panels was easy, but now I have to install some of the smaller ones, which means I need to make some cuts. First I tried with my table saw and it was just too hard, so I moved over to my circular saw. This made it a lot easier. Now you're gonna have to tackle some outlets, and the best way to figure out how to cut the outlet is to use a dab of toothpaste on each corner of that outlet and then press your beadboard right into it. Then when you take it off, you've got the marks of each corner and you can easily cut it out with your jigsaw. And you need to make sure to use a really big drill bit to cut a hole so the blade of your jigsaw can fit right into it. Then it's as easy as just cutting it out. I continue to attach this with my brad nailer, but I love it because it's already adding so much character to her room. Do you see this trim? I'm going to use this on top of the beadboard and it's going to be divine. Definitely you need a pin nailer if you're doing this type of ornate trim. Now that all the beadboard and trim is installed, I can get to caulking. I've got some great news. My daughter has finally picked her paint color. This is actually the one I was secretly rooting for, but I didn't want to influence her too much. So we're going to start by painting the baseboards. Now I'm going to paint the baseboards the same color as the beadboard. Once I started to roll on the paint color, I knew she picked the right color, and I'm so glad that she took her time to do that. Now obviously this peach has got to go, so we're gonna give it a fresh coat of a creamy white. I love White Dove. This is my absolute favorite paint color, and so I'm using it here in the top half of her room. It's kind of sad to say goodbye to these flowers since I just painted this for my daughter and she didn't even get to enjoy it that much, but it's just too many flowers in the space and I need this to be a neutral. So I'm sanding this down with P60 grit. Then I use bin primer just to make sure that whatever paint I use really adheres to this. Obviously in a kid's room, you're gonna expect some wear and tear on the furniture, but I wanna minimize that as much as possible. Then I'm painting it Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore using their advanced paint. I kept looking at this door and thinking this door is just really sticking out, especially with the beadboard on both sides. So I decided to paint it that same blue color that I used on the nightstand. This is Colonial Blue by Benjamin Moore. This room's really coming along, but my daughter asked for flowers. So now I'm going to be adding these flower decals that I got. They're really inexpensive and they're much easier than installing wallpaper. I spent the last few weeks making over my daughter's bedroom, and this truly feels like a love letter to her. So here's the reveal of my daughter's big girl bedroom. I think it is perfect for her. She asked me for pink paint and lots of flowers, and it's just got the most beautiful feeling when you walk in. I hope you love this video too, and if you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more DIYs.